If I wasn't a rapper, I don't feel like I niggas don't be listening to Drake like that. Well. If I wasn't a rapper, I don't feel like I still would listen to Drake for real. It's just I'm a rapper, so I understand the work he put in now, like how hard he go.
Wait,
Like
why
when
though?
you ain't no rapper, all them statistics don't mean shit. A regular street nigga don't give a fuck about how many times you went number one, like how many white people listen to your shit, cause they don't even think that them niggas the farthest they think is the club. Who's selling this club out? That's who they think is the biggest niggas. Like in Atlanta, it's a lot of niggas who you really can't tell them Future ain't bigger than Drake.
That's I don't want to say this cap, but really?
On God, nigga. I used to think that. Drake ain't really no big mixtape artist like that. How you got all your Drake albums, you probably really went in the store and bought them motherfuckers. Every
Apple
Future
Music.
album I ever heard was a bootleg. Niggas was bootlegging it or going to live mixtapes. So when nothing was the same or whatever, all that type of shit came out, nigga ain't knowing how to get to that shit.
Well, you love Drake. What do you think?
I don't know what to think about this. This is I guess it depends on where you live, man. I mean, I'm assuming that where I live and my experiences aren't everybody else's experiences. So I don't expect that just because I know who certain people are, that everybody else is gonna know who they are as well. You know what I mean? There's certain places where Drake's music probably hasn't touched, and there's local musicians who are probably way more famous than he is in that area. I can believe it. I've never been to Atlanta, but I know it's a totally different world down there, man. You know, they went through the whole pandemic with no pandemic. They stayed open the whole time. Music flows from there. They have tons of artists that come from that place. From what I've heard, it has, like, as far as little areas inside of states, come Atlanta as one of the like highest populations of black people in their area. So it's a culture that, you know, they might not have all the money that it makes sense what he's saying. They might not have all the money to afford a cell phone or whatever to stream or to do all those different type of things. So they have to get their music the same way that we did back in the day. And that's bootleg. That's downloading it from a friend. That's trying to find a CD off the street block. And those CDs aren't gonna have the every single song that Drake has, if they have any, because they're made for street niggas. So I guess that's, I don't know.
I appreciate you trying, but that was the dumbest thing that I've ever heard anyone say. Not you. You tried. But no. What? The only thing that I could agree with him, because music is subjective, is where he said that you can go to Atlanta and some people you can't convince that Drake is a bigger artist than Future. That's fine. You could go to people at my family cookout and you can't convince them that Drake is a better artist than me. It's subjective, so that's fine.
Right.
But what? No, nigga. I'm sorry. Even the people in the streets who care about who's selling out the club, who care about the songs that are playing in the club, that's Drake. That's what he does. So 21 Savage, I'm sorry, man. You are remedial. The things that come out of your mouth, and he tries to sound intelligent, and I applaud him for that. But I don't believe he is a brother who thinks before he speaks. Because when somebody asks you a question, that doesn't mean you have to respond like that. You don't have to respond instantly. You could hold up 1 second. Let me think about that. And you could think about it, and then you could answer. He did not think about his answer. He was just like, let me try to sound intelligent and let me try to speak to something that not a lot of people are going to know about unless they're from there. No, nigga. It's Drake, period. But hey.
Atlanta, see, with Atlanta, it's harder to believe. If you told me that it was like Bubakatu Musai, a place that I've never heard of before, and they don't even have radios or anything like that, and their biggest star is Umbatu, the ukulele player, I could believe that. That's believable. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more difficult with Atlanta, but do I believe that there are some people who, if they say that, they're hating on Drake? Like, let's just put it that way. That's what they're doing. Drake because they even did a tape together. So Drake if you know Future, but You know, let's let 21 Savage have his thing. He's from Atlanta. We don't know. You don't know.
No, I know. Because although I like to sometimes describe America as a third world country, they have the internet.
In case y'all didn't know, YouTube is not our biggest fan. They be showing our videos to some people. Sometimes they don't. Some people get notifications. Some people don't. And you know what? It's because we like to speak our opinion on this. Two guys doing a podcast. We got two very unique opinions every single time. So what we need you to do is we need you to drop a like, okay? I'm going to need you to drop a like, okay? It's going to help the algorithm, help our page get seen, help people hear our opinions, okay? Let's break the YouTube code. Drop a like right now, all right? Let's get back to the video.
They know who Drake is. Not even just Drake. They know who other pop stars is. This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard anyone say.
Academics, you gotta understand. No,
Academics podcast should be shut down now immediately because of this clip. Immediately shut down.
You gotta understand poor. Like I'm assuming 21 Savage is talking about people who really don't have money like that. And when they have to access the internet, it's not to listen to music or to go to Apple or Spotify. They literally have to use the internet just to pay a bill or to check an email or to print a resume or to do the bare essentials. And they don't really have the means to do it. It's believable, man. I'm telling you, it's believable.
Again, I applaud your efforts, but stop, because
okay.
I'm gonna start putting
if you don't want to believe it, that's up to you.
I'm gonna start putting you in that 21 Savage lane. That's not a lane you want to be in. Please.
I don't know what lane that is. I'm just
remedial.
I'm just open. I'm just open to the fact that there are people who don't have it. Like bus. We got it.
Short bus.
So you know, they might know who Drake is. They might know who Drake is, but they probably know the collection of CDs that's at their cousin's house that has Future on it a little bit more than they know Drake. I'm not saying that they don't know who Drake is, because 21 never said that they don't know who Drake is. They just said that they feel like Future is a bigger artist than Drake. They know his music better.
Yeah, and that's great. That was the very first point that I made. Music is subjective, but to try to say that the reasoning behind it, street niggas don't care about it because they only care about what's going on in the club. So whether you have Wi-Fi or not, he's referring to street niggas that go to the club. Even first of all, street niggas got Wi-Fi. That's the whole reason they sell drugs, for Wi-Fi. But if they're going to the club, they're gonna hear, especially in the A, they're gonna hear Future. That's for sure. May even hear a little bit of JD, but they damn sure gonna hear Drake. I'm sorry. But anyways, if you're in public, what are your thoughts? I think that DJ Academics podcast should be shut down immediately for releasing in on the internets. But leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Somebody please get 21 Savage a book. Any book, just a book. Deuces. Just saying. Okay.
Yo, thanks for watching that video, making it all the way to the end. You made it this far, you have to like. Please subscribe and comment on the video as well. Join the conversation.
Absolutely. We finally hit our goal of 500 subscribers. Yes, we are trying to get to 1,000. And we can only do that with your help. You can start by watching that next video. You see that tiny little icon? Click on that icon, rinse and repeat. Deuces.
Deuce.